All right. Got an ESS G2 kit. This is on the 120 pulley, stock Gen 2 motor with a booster pump on 93. I believe this is a G3 intercooler. This has the Vortec Max Flow race blow-up valve, so it has the nice whoosh. Got the 20-inch wheels, which he needs to go to 17s or 15s, because I know from the 19s and the 350, those are slowing you down up top. Overall, some good runs. We need to go ahead and test out the setup. I need to test it out. My boy needs to test this setup out. I'm gonna pulley down, go on E, get some different wheels on here. We'll go ahead and run that thing back. I got the 17s with the TQs. I actually spun that 40 roll, but that was expected. Passenger seat is out, and we got a built 5.4 valve with the P1SC 3.0 pulley, Vic Jr 6160, and we got a CX Racing Intercooler, which needs to be swapped out for a treadstone. it is the next day. Hope you guys enjoyed those runs. I know I did. It's always nice to go out and race some other boosted cars, race the homies to see exactly where the setups stand. Now that was a base ESS G2 Gen 2 Coyote. That was the 120mm pulley on 93 octane. Now that car did not have long tube headers, so that is exactly how a Coyote would run, more or less, if you were to put on a G2 kit right out the box. I want to go ahead and run this car up against that car because I was kind of curious to see exactly how it would go, and it would also kind of give me an idea on what I should do with the GT350. I think I'm definitely going to go ahead and get the G3 with the extra impeller. I'm going to jump right to, I believe, the 110mm pulley. Might jump to the 100. And I'm definitely going to go ahead and change out the rear tires and wheels for some 18s. Probably gonna try to get some custom 18-inch wheels. I don't know if I want to get beadlock wheels because realistically, like, none of my cars need beadlocks. Hell, this car at 1,000 horsepower wouldn't need beadlocks because I don't really be doing digs too much. Just be straight up. I like to have it as a street car, roll car. Just go out and have some fun, man. Nothing wrong with that. But see what I can do here with this car with the next batch of upgrades. Obviously, we still got that 5,500 RPM rev limit, which I'm very surprised with this car with that rev limit. I cannot wait to spin this thing to 6,500. I think that's going to be the next step, and then we can go further if I need to. I don't think I'm going to need to, though. Just from what I'm seeing right now, 6,500 RPM, P1 SE blower, I'm gonna just leave it the way it is right now for a while. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I know the car is gonna make somewhere between like 6 to 620. It should, depending on the temp. But obviously, cooler weather, it's gonna be 600 plus, and this thing should roll out pretty damn hard. It really should, especially with some different wheels and tires. Probably gonna keep the TQs, just put them on like a 15-inch wheel all the way around. I need to get this car on a cat scale because this thing is definitely light. That was a full weight S550. Obviously, this car, again, just has the passenger seat out. Everything else is in here because obviously these seats suck. They're not really supposed to be in the car, and I don't have a seat belt for that. So there really is no reason to have that other seat in here. So we're definitely gonna go ahead, run this car up against some other setups as well. I'm still looking to race a stock C7Z, a stock 2020 plus GT500, just to see how this car would go. But the way it's looking at right now, I might be able to get the fuel system on the car before I do run those cars. So we'll be spinning at 6,500, so that'll be really interesting to see how this car stacks up against those, because those are the last two stock heavy hitters I need to run on this setup or on the new setup, and then we can kind of, you know, verify if it's worth, you know, boosting a 4.62 valve or a 5.42 valve forced internals and staying around 600 horsepower. Because if I can beat the stock C7Z and the GT500, 100% it is worth boosting these cars and keeping them around 600 wheel, because as of right now, this thing is surpassing my expectations and it only makes like 560. So another 60 wheel, 60 torque, 40-ish torque, depending on what it would make, I think this thing will be boogieing. Because like I said, as of right now, I am super happy with this car. I was kind of nervous, I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of nervous when I first got it off the dyno. I was like, damn, like 560. Obviously, you know, they only said like 650 setup, but I didn't really think 560 was gonna be putting in this much work, but it is. And it makes you think what that white car would have done if I didn't get screwed over with that motor build, because that shit would have made like 750 off the rip. But hey, I guess I get to figure out what 560 600 does. But catch you guys in the next one, man. Deuces.